Bitterness is a destructive, so destructive. I have told many people before, never allow bitterness to step in. Stand in awe and sin not. Pray to God and be still. Stop bitterness. I have seen it destroy. This is the process. This is what happens with bitterness. Ill feelings toward others. It destroys your communion with God, that's first. You can't pray when you're bitter. I mean, you can go through a process of prayer, but you can't actually pray. There's no communion. Then it destroys your fellowship with God's people. Because a bitter man can't actually enjoy company. He can't. Obviously, with those he's bitter against, he can never enjoy company with them. But even with other people, you can't enjoy company with them because the bitterness begins to come out. What is it they end up talking about? The grounds of their bitterness, the reasons why they're bitter. They begin to talk about the people or the issue or the matter. And so what happens then? Godly people don't actually want to be around people like that. They don't. They avoid them like a plague. They mark and avoid. Even the Scripture says. They get away from them. And so you actually destroy your fellowship with God's people. First, because you can't talk to certain people, and then because it's the only thing you can talk about, and no one wants to be around you. And then you destroy your family. Relationships in the home crumble because of bitterness. Think of the damage that was done to those who joined with Absalom. Think of all the children watching that. Think of the impact this had upon the spiritual life of Israel. It was a corrupting influence. And so even the relationships in the home, they begin to crumble. Children either join in the bitterness or they run. They don't want anything to do. As soon as they're old enough, they get away from the home. And then, with everything destroyed, in your communion with God, your fellowship with His people, relationships in the home, the last thing that gets destroyed is your own health. A bitter person, actually, their own health begins to get destroyed because it festers in them. Laughter does good like a medicine. And they have no laughter, these people. They have no joy. So what's the solution? Stand in awe and sin not. Stop it. Fear God. Fear God.